For all you seafood lovers out there, this is classic wok cooking at its best. This is my version of seafood fried rice. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What Wednesdays. It's Shay here at School of Wok, and we are London's premier Asian cookery school. So today we are going to be attempting, or we will be making, seafood fried rice. Super easy. We've got a few things over here if you want to have a look. We've got some ready-cooked jasmine rice. I've got some light soy, sesame oil, Shaoxing wine, and of course some seafood. We've got some lovely scallops and also some prawns over here. Super easy. I've just prepped a couple of things before. Just really thinly sliced garlic. Super easy. You don't need me to show you how to slice garlic, do you? So sliced garlic and also some sliced spring onions just to go with the fried rice on top. So easy peasy, okay? Important thing is, regardless of whatever wok you're using, you want to get it nice and hot, okay? So the way for me to tell really if that my wok is hot is when it starts to kind of smoke. So these are our pre-seasoned woks that we have available at School of Wok. I'm just going to get in some oil in here, and then we're just going to get some garlic in there just to kind of get nice and aromatic and fried up. So about a couple of tablespoons of something neutral tasting. Just vegetable oil is great. Going to get in some garlic. And we just want to really kind of go gentle on the heat for now because we don't want to burn the garlic. So just want to make it really fragrant, okay? So blooming the garlic in the hot oil. And then just when it's sort of got a little bit of color on them, I'm just going to get them out of the wok. So I don't want to burn them. That's kind of the beauty of using something like a wok. You can actually just make use of the depth of the wok. So once the garlic's out, I'm just going to get a tiny bit more oil in there and just going to then go in with my one beaten egg. We're just going to scramble up the egg a little bit, moving it around. And that's also kind of the beauty of having a non-stick or a seasoned wok rather, is that everything just glides away so quickly and so easily with no burning and no catching. Right, so eggs are just beautifully scrambled, and before they get too dry, I'm just going to pop them onto the rice. So tiny bit more oil. Here we've got some of the tiger prawns, so they go in. And some little beautiful, fun little baby scallops. And usually when I get seafood or any kind of protein into a hot wok, I just kind of leave it for a few seconds, let that heat kind of recover a little bit before I then just go in with stirring. So just going in, tiny bit of stirring just to make sure nothing's burning, and then I'm just going to leave it alone for another few seconds, maybe worth getting a tiny bit more oil in there just to get the frying going. Beautiful. Now, obviously, it is really smoky, so you do need to get all of your windows opened, etc., etc. Okay, so this is now nice and done. So a little bit of color on the prawns, which is quite nice. Now my prawns and scallops can just go up the sides of the wok. And we're just going to go in now with all of the rice and also the egg. Going to start to move things around a little bit now. Obviously don't want anything to burn, and also now we need to work out all of those clumps from the rice, because as we know now by now, a good fried rice, you should have no lumps, okay? Every grain of rice should be beautifully intact and all individual, so work out any clumps from your rice. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I promise you it is well worth the effort if you take the trouble to just kind of be a little bit more particular about working out the lumps here. Right, so the rice is now really soft and warmed through, so that's really good. Before I get in any other seasoning, I'm just going to get some of my spring onions in there. Give it a quick stir. And this being seafood fried rice, you can't obviously forget about really special ingredients. So that's going to be your XO seafood sauce. It's literally made out of dried scallops and dried prawns in a kind of a spicy, savory base. And we're just going to mix that through. This really kind of adding XO sauce really does bring out a kind of a more luxurious feel to the dish. Also just mixed really nice and full of umami. Right, so I've got a lovely crackling and sort of sizzling sound going on there in the wok, so it's nice and dry. Got some of the, well, get all of the garlic in. Got some Shaoxing one. I'm just going to go down the side of the wok. Also a tiny bit of light soy sauce just to balance, get a little bit of that salty flavor through. Mix that through, and that's it. That's all done. Last thing to do, tiny bit of sesame oil just for finishing and giving it that lovely, delicate flavor. Time to boil up. Great, so just gonna grab hold of my rice and just kind of get them all into this bowl. Obviously, this is enough for like maybe 2 servings. And the last thing really to do is just kind of finish off with a bit of garnish. You can use spring onions, you can use coriander, anything that's just gonna give it a bit of that green burst of color. Just kind of lift it up a little bit because we obviously eat with our eyes and we want everything to look really pretty. But that really is it. I mean, this is a super quick one. It has to be fast and furious so that you get a lot of heat coming through into the wok and into the food. But you need to have that heat in order to get a bit of that wok hay that we all love. Alrighty, time for a taste now. Super easy for a weeknight supper. I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit of this and some prawns, some scallops. There goes. XO sauce makes such difference. Alrighty, so that's it from me. Enjoy this fried rice. If you've got any questions about the recipe at all, please feel free, drop some comments down below. And until next time, happy woking, folks.